So for our lesson 15, we have this word ka versus the word mo. So when you say ka, that is similar to the word ikaw, which means you, versus mo, which is you or your possessive form. So we have this phrase, mainit ka, literally means you are hot. The ka here is singular. And the mainit ka means someone is sick or has a fever. It doesn't mean that someone is hot into something. Okay, that's a different thing. And then when you say malamig ka, you are cold. It means that someone is boring to be with. So you say malamig ka. So you say this to someone when you mean that someone is boring to be with. So you say malamig ka. Another, kotse mo. Now, so when you say mo, that is singular, your possessive form, your car. So it's reversed again compared to English. So kotse here is car, small car or a private car. So when you say damit mo, that refers to clothes or your clothes. So you notice we have this noun and the mo as the possessive form. Unlike with English, the first word here is your and then the noun. Another, we say mahina ka. So mahina here means some weak. So with the previous lessons, when you say we mentioned the word mahina, which means weak or low. Here, the adjective here, it means that someone is weak. Just like, oh, you're insulting someone, say mahina ka, no confidence at all. So mahina, she has or he has no guts. Okay, another we have here kusina mo. So when you say kusina, that means kitchen. Another we have sapatos mo. Okay, your shoes. Sapat is another Espanol word. Okay, another we have here pagkain mo, your food. So easy to remember. Okay, and to create phrases in Filipino or Tagalog. So you notice that the ka here refers to you. It doesn't so no gender, just like in English. But the mo here is the possessive form, or it could be the you also in English. So here in Philippines, in Filipino, we don't have the gender. Unlike in English, we say he or she. You can identify the gender. But in Filipino, we simply say ka. Okay, you're talking to someone, ka or siya. Siya is could be he or she in English. Okay. Okay, so if you notice the different picture backgrounds that I use in this lesson, in this course, just like I am introducing you how beautiful is Philippines. So if you had been into those places, I'm sure this lesson this course will help you remember how beautiful and nice Philippines is. Okay, so we have here other words. When you say masungit, when you say someone is masungit, you can use this adjective to describe a person, male or female, unfriendly, unapproachable. So you say also mataray, that someone is hot-tempered, unfriendly. Okay, mataray. So when you say masungit or mataray, they are similar. When you say matyaga, someone is determined to do something. So whatever words it is, whatever word they are, you should know or remember the arrangement of the words in the sentence. You will not get lost. Another, for the noun, we have here damit, which means clothes. Gamit, that means stuff or thing. So see, with the change of the first letter, it means different thing. Tuwalya, that is towel. So close to the English word towel.